So we're up at it this morning. Had a really good rest. These air mattresses are awesome. We're getting our breakfast going. And we brought in water. We carried it in because we weren't sure how much there'd be back here because we're at the top. Well, there's plenty of snow, but we carried it in anyways. And the edges are frozen. So it got pretty cold last night, but we stayed toasty.
The sleeping pads were awesome.
Yeah, so good. So, here's what we have to glass this morning. It's gonna be beautiful. The sun is just peeking up over here. So we're gonna fill up this jet boil, get cracking. Alright, we got our jet boil going here. This is a French press for making coffee. Get our little French press action here. First we're going to stir. It's been a while. Don't forget to stir your grounds in. Otherwise you'll end up with some water and some soggy coffee grounds, but no real coffee. Do that. Our French press set. I'm just going to set it on top here. Wait a few minutes. Press and drink. This little herd of elk this morning, and we got to see them feed across this south face and bed down in some really sparse timber in the wide open. They're just in a little pocket, and they are crashed out. I mean, there's a couple with their heads up, a little spike in there. It looks like the rest are cows. A couple of them have the legs out like little kickstands. It's really steep over there, and one of them is just head on the ground, probably slobbering all over the place. Just totally crashed. It's pretty fun being able to watch animals that don't know you're around. So we didn't get any footage of them feeding across that south face because we were doing a time lapse with the Canon and the tripod over here catching the sun as it came up over the ridge and brightening up the tips of the trees. So the tripod was occupied, so we couldn't get the phone scope out. But this is one of those spots that you find you want to keep coming back to every year, different times of the year. So I know we're going to be back here many times.
Getting all packed up. Just put the tent away, packing our bags. charging some stuff, and we're kind of just getting ready to hike out of here. It's downhill, which is better than the hike in. It's going to be still post holing through snow, so it'll be some good work again. Last night was super comfortable. We had that awesome fire, great dinner, and we tucked into our sleeping bags, which were fantastic. I think both of us hardly moved at all last night, and we're feeling pretty rested, so that always bodes well for a good hike out.
As you can see, we're still alive. We had a couple more sketchy turns to get through.
It's good to be on the other side of that.
It is.
So sketchy.
One of those other ones was snow pretty close to the edge. So I just dug a little channel and actually ended up sliding right through it. Check the color here.
That's the color.
Nice looking log.
I see it. Thought it was an elk.
Anyways, just gave it a little gas and powered through. We're down, heading out.
Plowing through the pothole portion of the drive, which is about...
long enough.
I don't know. It's 10 miles-ish.
It's long enough.
Uncomfortable dirt road.
Had a lot of fun, and we were able to lay eyes on some country we've been wanting to see for a long time.
We blasted across the canyon a few times, or most of the time, and the next drainage over, there's this big main river that runs down the bottom of it, but it just looks better and more huntable from where we were. Granted, it could be just as huge, but the ridges kind of come together into this basin type area that seems like you could see a lot of country if you found a good blasting point over there. So
yep,
it's kind of on our list of areas to research now.
Figure out where we're going to come back to in a couple weeks. I don't think we'll be back up here. I don't think the snow is going to melt enough to really get us where we'd want to be.
Yeah, the proportion of time spent getting there, driving and hiking,
That's
versus
really it.
the amount of time we can spend, it just isn't worth it. So we want to be able to flip that around.
Yeah.
More time hunting than driving or whatever, getting to the spot.
Yep. So we're heading home. We got a beautiful drive in front of us. Get some coffee to help us stay awake. We put some work in.
Yeah, we did. We got a great rest, so it's not going to be too much of an exhausting drive, but man, I tell you, hiking through that snow,
Yeah. Some work.
I can't really figure out what to describe it as, but we both had heavy packs and post-holing for, it was 2 miles. That's a long ways. So we're tuckered out. But we get some good coffee and some good food on the beautiful drive home.
And we'll still hope for a road bear just to watch.
Yeah.
Just want to see him.
The good news is that I bored you to death explaining how tired we are and what we're gonna eat. So there's that.
So have a good nap.
Anyway.
All right. Thanks, guys. We had a ton of fun.
And we'll be out in a couple weeks.
Yep.
Location to be determined. But it's
Exactly.
gonna be great. There's gonna be more hunting.
And hopefully some bears.
All right, we'll see you there.